Good morning. Now I'm going to present the use case truck purchase. The motivate of this use case is for the customers to purchase the medicines and provide them with a smooth payment options. Now I'll run the use case. Now we have to select the user type which is kept in radio button. There is two, new user and the existing user. If the customer is new to the application, then they have to select the new user. If the customer is an already existing user, then he has to select an existing user. Now I'll choose new user and proceed them. Now the user has to fill the personal details and the residential details. Once all the details are filled, here I've done a validation. That is, the mobile number should be in a correct format, that is it should be in a 10 digit, or it should at least start with a 6789 series. Now since as I've given in a 1 2 3 4 5 6 series, it throws an error, and I've also done a validation in the email ID. Since here no art, it throws an error. Now let me save this. It shows an error that the mobile number is not in a correct format, as well as like for mail ID. Now I'll give in a correct proper format. Let me again save this. Now we can see the error. Now we can see the error is gone. Now here I have given the country as India, and then I'm proceeding it. Now here the customer can review the details, and then he can see the customer ID is been automatically generated here. Now I'm submitting this. Now again I'm running this case. I'll click the new user. Let me again fill these details. Now here I'm giving the country as out of India. For example, I'm giving US. Now let me save this. Here we could see the full name is automatically generated, and the age is also being calculated. Uh, then I'm submitting the form. Here we can see again the customer can review the details, and you can see the customer ID is being automatically generated. Let me copy this customer ID and submitting the form. Here we can see the approval stage. In the previous example, when I give country as India, here there won't be supervisor approval over there. Why? Because I've kept a skipping stage over there. If the user entered country is India, then the supervisor approval step is will get skipped, and then it proceeds with the verification process. If the user entered country as not India, then he has to undergo the approval stage, which is done by the supervisor, and proceeds with the verification process. Now I'll click go. Now the supervisor can verify the customer details, and he can verify the customer ID. Then he can approve it. Once it's done, again I'm running this case and selecting the existing user. Now I'm entering the customer ID, and then I'll click the save. Here we can see the here I'm giving the customer ID. Then if I click save, here the customer ID, the customer details is being fetched. This is done by here the customer details is being retrieved from the database by using lookup functions with by use by the custom by giving customer ID as a parameter. Now I'm submitting the form. Now the user can select the illness type based on the health condition. If the customer selects the illness type as fever, then available tablets will be displayed. Now in this place, I have used the report definition for the medicines which have been displayed in the previous page to the next page. When the medicine is added, when the medicine is added to cart, here we can see this add to cart button is display is we created from by using user interface. Here I've kept a here the add to cart button we created by using the user interface. Here we applied Here I've applied visibility condition to the button. That is, if the stock is greater than 0, the add to cart button will get displayed. If it is less than 0, it won't be displayed. For example, I'm giving the illness type as headache. Here we can see the stock is 0. Since I've given the visibility condition that the add to cart button must display greater than 0. So since it is less than 0, here we can't see the button over here. And I've also used the data transform here. Data transform here by using an up and to method. For example, if I'm selecting for fever, here I'm selecting Dolo 650 two times. Then I'm submitting the form. Here we have to fill the daily units, which is how many in a day, how many times we need to consume a tablet. Here I've given 2 1. Here I'm filling the stock details. Here we can see according to the item price, according to the item price over there, the total cost gets automatically calculated. Since I've used here we can see that dollar 650 is applied twice because of the append function I've used here. I have used a declare expression for calculating the total cost. In this, the total cost have been calculated based on the item price. Now I'm submitting the form. Then the user can verify the customer ID and the total cost which have them purchased, and they can do the payment here. Thank you.